Hello everyone, this is Miss Tom. This class, we will continue the topic of the intangible cultural heritage of Jiangnan district. Do you still remember the name of the culture that we talked about last time? Do you still have any idea about this? I introduced the architecture of the She ethnic group and its development. Also, we learned the She music arts. We watched wonderful performance of singing and dancing of She people. The most distinctive feature of She minority actually is traditional She clothing, which is called phoenix dress. It includes headgear, collar, shirt, apron, skirt, and shoes. Then we learned the steps of making a She dress: material selecting, cutting, embroidery, and sewing.
So you've already learned that She people wear red costumes on the wedding. So how's the She marriage like? What are those customs? So now we're going to study more knowledge about She marriage. In November 2014, She marriage custom was approved by the State Council to be included in the fourth batch of representatives of national intangible cultural heritage. In the past, She people can only have inter-ethnic marriage because of ethnic discrimination and oppression in the old society. When a woman marries into a man's family, the man's family is required to give betrothal gifts, and the bride will change to the same surname. So these pictures are actually the She marriage customs. It can show you what will happen on a wedding day. Firstly, in the morning, the bride will stay in her house, waiting for the bridegroom to pick her up. The bridesmaids will help her dress up and make up. Then, for the groom's side, people will bring a lot of gifts and then go to the bride's place. They will use this thing called 轿子 to get the bride back. But then, when they arrive to the bride's place, they will get stopped at the door. They need to sing many songs or give some gifts or maybe give red package with money to let them satisfied, so the bride's family will let them in. The bridesmaids will set many difficulties for the bridegroom. He need to pass all the tasks, then he can get the bride. So finally, the bride will go with the groom to his place. So then, in the groom's place, the couple will make a bow to the heaven, to the earth, then finally to their parents to show their gratitude. So then, after all these steps are finished, finally, this couple can enjoy their own nights and then start their new life. The wedding is always interesting and with lots of fun because the groom will meet so many difficulties there. The purpose is to make the groom cherish the bride and love her forever. Among the traditional customs, there's one popular custom called chef test. On this day, the groom's uncle brings the singer and chef to the bride's home. After the betrothal gift is presented, the chef will go to the kitchen of the bride's home to cook. People from bride's side will take all kitchen utensils away, Only after the cook sings, they will give the appliance back. Then the cook begins washing pot, while they cause trouble to disturb him. Some things will be thrown into the pot. The cook then needs to try his best to finish as soon as possible, then put the meat into the pot to cook. As long as the cooking starts, no one should set more difficulties. The chef needs to prepare kerosene and candle in advance, in case they deliberately make the firewood wet.
The marriage custom is a shining crystal that carries the excellent traditional culture of the She ethnic group. To maintain the cultural heritage and also attract more tourists, She people organize to hold daily wedding display. We are now going to watch a short video, though with no English subtitles. You can still find some features of the She wedding.
"这是一个把人揉塑在绿荫里的地方，高山、湿地、云海、峡谷、飞瀑、梯田，古道以古桥相连，古刹与古寨为伴。1000年前，一次举足迁徙的决定，将这只凤凰藏匿在浙江西南部的群山幽谷间，守住一个民族的古老信仰。至此，春和景明，吴安佳宁。高辛皇帝曾叮咛：“兰雷中姓，字节亲。”畲族的起源歌《高皇歌》中唱出了凤凰后裔别致的婚姻制度。在1949年以前，畲族限于本民族之间通婚，同姓远房可嫁娶。这种只在本民族内的通婚制度，今天已经被逐步突破。但是畲族的婚俗仍顽强地保持着本民族的特色。今天，黄玉兴穿着一袭色彩艳丽的新娘凤凰装，镶满银牌的头饰高高翘起，四角垂挂着银珠。畲族将凤凰视为吉祥物，畲族女子的服饰被称为凤凰装。她是景区里的职业新娘。碧水悠悠，唢呐声声，白云深处神仙乡，半是传说，半是歌。路远迢迢，近乎封闭的生存环境，强烈的民族意识，使畲族至今都保留着较为完善的传统文化和风俗习惯。2014年，畲族婚俗被列入第4批国家级非物质文化遗产代表性项目名录。拦路、对歌、闯南关、借炊具，这是畲族婚礼中最有特色的习俗。在新娘家门口，新郎需要在伴郎的帮助下，通过重重关卡，才能娶到新娘。畲族婚俗是由全体畲族人民世代相传至今，没有门户谱系之分。畲族婚俗的形成与畲族的历史发展密切相关。景宁将畲族婚俗在更广阔的舞台上展示， 可见这个古老民族生生不息的生命力与勃发的创造力从未消失。
The She Ethnic Group showcased the traditional culture inherited from the marriage customs over a century in Zhejiang, welcoming tourists from all over the country with the most understanding culture of ethnic characteristics. But at the very beginning, it was a very poor area. So what made the situation change? In June 1999, Xi Jinping, Deputy Secretary of Fujian Provincial Party Committee, visited Dongshan Village, She minority town, Fu'an City for research. This picture was taken at that time, and this man is Xi Jinping. So he went deep into the She minority town, found that most of the She people lived in remote areas, where transportation was extremely inconvenient, and information was also blocked. Life was quite difficult for them. After the investigation, he wrote some articles on the development of the She minority, analyzed the problems, and then proposed measures. If we conclude Xi Jinping's measures into 4 points, that is, transportation, electric power, self-development, and talent cultivation. So for the first one, they should have the convenient transportation. Traffic is always the primary factor restricting the development of poor mountainous areas. To make this area rich, the roads should be built first. Then, they need to have electric power. It is an also important factor restricting production in poor areas. Electric power resources must be developed and utilized. The development of industry and agriculture is inseparable from electricity. Then the third one is the self-development. In order to get rid of poverty in ethnic areas, we cannot only rely on external support, but we also must enhance our own ability. Then finally, talent cultivation. Talent is always the most important key, and the training of the cadres is the biggest promotion. There's a very good example. In Ningde, Fujian, Chixi She village is known as the first village for poverty alleviation in China. There used to be shabby and thatched houses. The villagers were so poor that they even were closed in term. Through the unremitting efforts of the local government, today's She ethnic villages have created a new path of poverty alleviation and prosperity, with strong tourism, advanced agriculture, traditional culture, and ecological beauty.
What is important right now when I'm traveling, I actually looking for the place where I can make something by myself, but in their ancient way, how they did it like for a million years. Yeah,
traditional way.
Yeah,
any ethnic clothing. Yeah, I'm like interested in. Yeah, I love to like dress up and like learn about the history and the culture and stuff like that. This is what people wore in the palace, so this is also not reflective of how people dressed like outside of the palace. So this is what they call 清宫服. Like these outfits are Hanfu. 93% of Chinese population is ethnic Han. And then when people think about like, oh, what kind of traditional ethnic clothing you have, a lot of people only think about qipao. That wasn't in fashion or in existence till like what 1920s. So that's like 100 years history. That's it. But people can't think back deeper because there hasn't been enough like emphasis or education.
虽然汉族呢是男子当家做主，在诗族里面呢，女子比男子更加尊贵。
I don't think I've ever met a group of people that lived in like a matriarchy kind of society where things are passed along like, the female line.
Like the feminist activists don't come into this area. You have nothing to do here.
True. 那如果就是姓的话，姓氏也是就是跟妈妈姓嘛，所以涉族的话，
对，就是跟母姓，跟母姓。
好有意思哦。好好玩。Obviously, he's
like
not
everything in one name.
I guess. I don't know. But yeah, so you can ask people for their last name and you can kind of like tell if they're from the ethnic minority or not, if they're from here. This character right here is she, S-H-E, she. Read with me, she. 中国畲族博物馆。
然后呢就可以了是吧？放松。
And follow their official account. Ta-da!
This is just how they are getting more followers. That's it. It's not necessary.
That's right. More fun. And then you would sing to each other, and you would try to, couple off because of the same things that you sing to each other.
Going out of ourselves, can you feel it? Almost like I don't know if it's real. Cause when we're doing our thing, we're like wheels that won't stop turning. So take me on a trip, nah, trip.
您刚刚采茶叶回来，还是摘野菜回来？
采叶来的。
采茶叶。您是这个村里的人吗？
大茶叶嘞。
哦，还挺重的。阿婆，我试试，我看我能不能。
能让他背一下吗
？8点钟呢。
8点钟去摘茶叶吧。
哦，这个好重。Wow, 这个好重。I don't think I'm able to walk more than like 2 minutes. It's hurting right now. I have to put it down. But you can see there's a stick that there's a hole in here. Oh, here. Woo! This is really heavy. Yeah, she's been picking tea leaves since 8 o'clock in the morning. Right now, it is 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Wow, so it's like 9 hours. 好了，谢谢你，谢谢你。The grandma that we encountered who just finished picking tea for the entire day, so she actually lost her phone, her cell phone. We are trying to help her find it, but we are having a bit of a difficulty. So we asked her how much the phone costed her. It costed about 400 RMB, and she is picking these leaves to sell them. 2-3块一斤吗？2-3块一斤。This is being bought for only about 4 to 6 RMB per kilogram. So it's very, very, very cheap.
这个就是我们这个相当于这一个地方的收茶的茶商，他一天如果天气好的时候可以收3000多斤。
哇，3000多斤是多少公斤啊？就一半吗？是一半还是乘以2？我有点傻了。
单于这个搞完，
斤和公斤的之间的差别是什么？让我想一想，哦，是一半，3000多斤，1500多公斤。Oh my god！
一箔天气好的时候可以摘3000斤，
对，
天气不好的时候它只能是一半的收茶量。
That goes to show you how much tea is being consumed in China. You know, like it's crazy.
Probably it's not only for China. That's why.
That's right.
Yeah, maybe it's for export.
That's right. Export in China.
Right next to the water is just amazing. Like I don't want to have a fridge in my kitchen, so I just have a swimming pool with the fishes, and they are fresh all the time.
这是狮子。
阿婆经常会做这个手势。
对，这个就是欢迎你们的意思，欢迎你们。
本来我唱山歌唱起很好的嘞，
现在还很好听。
唱起声音好听，这老来了，声音不好听了。
现在还是很好听。
我这个山歌是毛主席，他解放过来13个钢头都给他一起解放过来，一代辛苦，二代昂视。
一代辛苦，二代享福。
哦。
我明白这个意思。She's saying that
他毛主席解放过来，毛主席很苦啊。他年轻时候。
She is praising Chairman Mao about how, the first generation of revolutionaries has to work hard, so the second generation can actually enjoy their lives.
你们两个我不知道是我女儿回来了。一行。
这是狮子。
阿婆经常会做这个手势。
对，这个就是欢迎你们的意思，欢迎你们。
本来我唱山歌唱起很好的嘞，
现在还很好听。
唱起声音好听，这老来了，声音不好听了。
现在还是很好听。
我这个山歌是毛主席，他解放过来13个钢头都给他一起解放过来，一代辛苦，二代昂视。
一代辛苦，二代享福。
哦。
我明白这个意思。She's saying that
他毛主席解放过来，毛主席很苦啊。他年轻时候。
She is praising Chairman Mao about how, the first generation of revolutionaries has to work hard, so the second generation can actually enjoy their lives.
I believe this is a mushroom farm, right?
I don't know if you've ever seen something like this before. I haven't, but apparently, see these little holes? I think that's where they come out from.
It smells so good. I'm right now in a mushroom pasta. Inside of the mushroom pasta.
然后幸福吉祥呢，还有个手势。
This is a Sailor Moon.
Similar.
这个。
Okay, sorry.
幸福吉祥。
幸福吉祥 ，Let's all repeat.
幸福吉祥。
然后奢语叫胸腹吉利，胸腹吉利，
胸腹吉利，
胸腹吉利，胸腹吉利。
然后要这样子吗？ These are dried bamboo pieces. So these are young bamboo shoots that you would dig up before they became actual tall bamboo. So the bamboo shoots, and then you would cut them into small slices, either large sheets like these or very tiny pieces like this, and you would dry them in order to preserve them for a really long time. And then you can later use them for cooking, in all sorts of meat dishes, soups, like everything. I love dry bamboo shoots. Oof. Can't wait to share. Alright, we are now here. We're now here in front of a clothing store that makes and sells the Shezu ethnic clothing. And it's right behind us, so let's check it out. Let's go.
今天带来2个这件衣服都是他设计的，我们可以了解一下。对，你带他们参观一下。好。
So we're here. We're with the owner of the shop, and we talked about how we're going to be, drawing some inspirations from the store. And Xena is going to potentially make a really cool mask with Shozu elements. And we also brought an empty skateboard that we're potentially going to be designing with all sorts of Shozu elements.
这些头饰都是我个人设计的，因为都是我们车主的传统的，都是模仿了近代的。以前老的是很老的，在那边也有一个，到时候你们可以参观一下。我这个设计怎么样？
非常好。These are replicas or modern interpretations of older traditions, whereas these are what was actually used. 这个是多少年前？
这个是100多年了吧？最老的这个，就是人家结婚的时候穿的，戴的也是那个年代。
It's very nice that the new shop at the same time keep some authentic stuff that show where the histories come from. Who does this embroidery? Because in the museum they said that originally all the embroidery has been done by men. So we are looking for the truth.
这个是谁绣的？是很久以前吗？
那这个是很久以前了，谁绣过这个
？Long time ago. 是
Man or woman?
啊，是以前是男性绣还是女性绣的？
最早的好像他们都是男性的，现在我也不知道，反正现在都是女性的了。
I saw it many times everywhere. Like it's on the jewelry, like but embroidered.
像这个的话也是刺绣，然后是现在的。Yeah, so these are modern and these are also embroidery. These are words. You know,
yeah, I do remember like it was a.
幸福吉祥。
啊，这是幸福吉祥的 stuff.
That's what
So this is for the bride.
it's like a bigger.
Right, it's more extravagant. Yeah. This is for kids actually. 所以就也看出来有不一样的，
对对对，不一样的。像这种小孩子，然后这种姑娘戴，
这是姑娘
啊。
I find out some old pieces, and it's actually the biggest one source of inspiration because you cannot really like make any design out of there some modern stuff. But when you're looking at this kind of like old things, you can actually get some inspiration which is actually really true and reflecting the history of this place.
So these are all of the different clothing that she's designed. Wow, there's so much stuff here. 这个是结婚用的。
So it's usually red color, yeah.
所以一般都是穿红色结婚。
对对对，一般都是穿红色的。
They only wear red and white colors for holidays, but way back, they were only usually wearing three different kind of colors, but they're all different shades of blue. So a brighter blue, like a regular blue, and a more like greenish blue. And that's all the colors they wore back then, so very like less colorful.
这个太老的了，最传统的。
这个好好看。
This is a very beautiful. This is a very beautiful piece of. Well,
这全部用手工的。
So it's probably linen. Here we have like a like Yangtze traditional way of clothing. Yeah, awesome. This is so beautiful.
我带的设计师，这个挺美的。
This is hand embroidered. Hand embroidered, and she designed it herself.
So yeah, like it's actually very well done. So how does she feel about breathing in this mask?
这个呼吸还比较畅通吗？就是
这个是现在学校里，另外有那个保健膜的那种东西买的，叫贴子型的，拆子型
to put a filter in here, like an N95 filter or something like that.
First of all, I don't know, like I want to see she wants something to modify, you know, like, or I need to pick something what I wish to modify or give it to her. I don't want to touch the traditional things. Okay. Yeah, like this is like absolutely like it's not. It's untouchable. Yeah, like this is things which is like the style, the way how they dress it, and it's like it's tradition. You cannot touch. You can bring idea into the new things and keep some like identity of their traditional way of decorating the things. Yeah, like this mask, for example. Yeah, and yeah, you can work only with this type of things. This mask is totally fine. Like, I think it's like it's a fine product. She can go ahead with this, and I believe that she can really like make a like sales on this item. But the bags, probably I can help her with some bags. Like maybe it's some small bag.
他想就是一起，比如说合作设计一个小一点的包。
今天刚刚我在这里做，还没做出来。
Oh, she's making it today. She's actually making it right now. I think we found the perfect one to work on together.
Okay. Okay, let's try to modify and like make it more convenient.
跟你合作。谢谢双方 you guys will work together.
We have this bag as a basic bag we start from, and we will try to modify it to make it more for the party and for their celebration. So I'm going to walk around and see what kind of tapes, ribbons, decoration she has. So get some inspiration, then put it on the paper, and then start to work with her. Yeah, let me, yeah. Well, let's say this is the heaven for their seamstress because, yeah, look at this amount of different ribbons she has. Of course, this is the main item on the decoration, yeah, on the dresses, so that's why it's so many. So the way how they put this tassels, yeah, as well, this is the kind of like inspiration for the bag, definitely.
这组衣服规定要前面有围裙的，要一个侧面。
There has to be this kind of an apron as part of the skirt for the show people.
Do you have a dark lance? Yanda lance? 这个我看一下。First of all, let's figure out what will be the base fabric because it's like it's a little bit too stripy. Maybe she has a solid color. Okay, let's try this color. This one. So we will use it as a base for. So I have these tassels, yeah, like same color. And we will find some like ribbons that is just add some color, like yummy, spicy, and that's it. So it's gonna be very plain, and at the same time, I believe that it can fit to many outfits. Yeah, I wish to a little bit simplify this bag because it's very complex. Yeah, so basically, like yeah, we'll add a little bit space in the bottom because you could definitely want to put like more items inside. So even though this decoration she just cut it like it's purely authentic, but at the same time fit to many outfits.
So this is like a shoulder accessory. 肩膀的东西，这个是。可以，稍微可以。我来。
But then I don't know how we're gonna attach it. So look at that. So the combination of the color, and at the same time we have a solid base. Yeah, like. Okay, so we find our colors. Let's put together. Get inside, so extra fabric. So it's gonna be this kind of like shape, a little bit like this. So yeah, you can do it on one side because
就一边就行，一边就行了。
对，啊，好看。
Yeah, we can keep the other side as well with the decoration, but we will not make it the same way how it is here. Actually, like I don't think it's small because that was the idea. So let's decide with the shape. Okay. Yeah, perfect. So, and the final destination is turn inside out. Look at this. And now we have put it inside. And our bag is almost done. Almost. Let's try it together with the puzzles.
Okay.
Well, anyways, I like it already. Yeah, like it's super good. That was just a try to work together and see how we can collaborate. And I think that today it's absolutely amazingly done bag. So my idea was, so we started actually from here. So we started from here, and with together work together, we like got to the point when we made absolutely different bag, and I think it's super successful collaboration in terms of I brought my vision about how minimalistic can be the bag, but at the same time it can look very bright and fit to any type of dresses. If the customers will like the style, she can continue to make it and like get the profit out of it, and I will be more than happy if this bag will be loved by local people and they will love to have it, and she will be producing this again and again and again. This is my brand. It calls Use Them. We do upcycle old jeans into the new product. This is a little gift to you. It's a set for travel, like when you are going somewhere, you can have your own chopsticks and everything. And this made this from recycled plastic bottles, and this made it from upcycled denim.
这是他自己做的一个牌子，这是他就是送给你们的。
So see, like it's just like super outdated.
Oh, I love it. That's so good.
Mm-hmm.
谢谢啊，看我。
蛮好的，挺美的啊。
特别好看。
So, as you can see, I'm wearing a mask designed by Ms. Huang, and we are all wearing different outfits designed by Ms. Huang. And this is the final product of our today's efforts. Ta-da! Of course, we are going to have links to all these items below, so if you're interested, you can check the stuff out and let us know what you think. Do you want to see more design collaborations like this? Do you want to see more outfits like these? Do you want to know where you can get this mask? That's super cool. Let us know in the comments, and we will fulfill all your wishes.
In this class, we have learned a lot of knowledge about She culture. Let's now review some of the most important ones. So the first question that I want to ask is, what do people usually call the traditional female dress of She minority? What do they call the headgear? Do you still remember the two names for this? Okay, so the answer to the first question is phoenix dress and phoenix crown. Phoenix is a totem of the She minority. It can bring luck to She people. Okay, so the second question is, what are the steps of making She costume? To make a beautiful She costume, it has 4 steps to finish. So it includes material selecting, cutting, embroidering, and sewing. Then let's move to the third question. This question is a bit long. So, what was approved by the State Council to be included in the 4th batch of Representatives of National Intangible Cultural Heritage in November 2014? That is She marriage custom. The bride and the bridegroom need to wear red wedding dress. The groom need to go to the bride's family in the morning and also give the betrothal gifts. He will meet many difficulties to take the bride to his home. In the evening, they will invite all the relatives and friends to come for the feast. It will be a very busy day for both the newlyweds and their parents. So, we show people's singing and dancing talents, as well as their unique, beautiful costumes. The place not only records the traces of cultural development, but also contains history. It is a summary of the cultural resources and cultural spirit, which is of great learning value. So now, this is all for today's class. I hope after this, you can learn some knowledge about the She ethnic group and also understand the characteristics of the intangible cultural heritage of She minority. Thank you for attending this class. Bye.